This is the Wizard News.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night.
Political tensions are building between the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, COPA, and a panel of everyday Chicagoans charged with overseeing the Chicago Police Department. The latest source of contention centers around a Freedom of Information request filed by former COPA Chief Sharon Fairley. That request was filed just hours after the Community Commission on Public Safety and Accountability, CCPSA, made a request for Chicago's Inspector General, Deborah Witzburg, to investigate the quality and integrity of COPA investigations under current COPA Chief, Andrea Kersten. Fairley asked for documents, communications materials, and records related to the quality and integrity of COPA investigations and retaliation against COPA employees that form the basis of the request for Witzburg to investigate. Fairley is seeking all email communications between any current or former COPA employees and Anthony Driver, president of the CCPSA. Fairley asked for all email communications between Driver and CPD Superintendent Larry Snelling from January 1st through July 16th, 2024 that relate to operation of CPD, COPA, the Community Commission, CCPSA, the Office of the Inspector General, and the Chicago Police Board. Mention any current COPA employee or anyone who has worked for the agency within the last 3 years. As COPA Chief, Fairley hired and promoted Kersten and defends her integrity to this day. Fairley denied that she is doing Kersten's bidding by seeking information that could either clear Kersten of allegations that COPA's investigations are biased or that could intimidate current and former employees who have accused Kersten of anti-police bias. Now a University of Chicago law professor, Fairley said she requested the information as part of her academic research on the effectiveness of civilian police oversight. When there are challenges in how civilian oversight operates, those are things I want to learn about, Fairley told the Sun-Times. My request is not in any way to imply that I think there's anything nefarious going on between anybody. I was trying to find information to understand the nature of these allegations. It's important that COPA not be seen as favoring one side or the other. Fairley is seeking emails between Driver and Snelling simply because the superintendent has been openly critical of Kersten. I'm trying to study civilian oversight and how it's working in Chicago, which is something that I've been doing for 5 years, Fairley said. Driver said it was not helpful to release information that could possibly put people in jeopardy. People have to be comfortable coming forward. This undermines that. The request for an investigation has nothing to do with Superintendent Larry Snelling. I did give Snelling a courtesy heads up about 2 or 3 hours before we took the vote to request the probe. The commission offered a similar notice to Kersten. We're asking the city's watchdog, the Inspector General, to do some fact-finding and help us do our job of oversight better. Snelling has slammed Kersten's handling of the investigation into the deadly police shootout involving Dexter Reed, who was killed in a hail of bullets in March 2024 after wounding a tactical officer. Snelling's beef centered around COPA's decision to publicly release a letter from Kersten asking the superintendent to relieve the officers involved in the shooting of their policing powers. In the letter, Kersten questioned whether the officers had lied about the reason for the traffic stop that led to the gunfight. The feud boiled over at a Chicago Police Board meeting in April when Snelling criticized Kersten's account of the shooting as misleading at best. I've made no statements about it because I don't want to poison the well, Snelling said, adding that COPA does not exist to create a bias. Any possible impropriety, Snelling warned, jeopardizes the integrity of that investigation. The Inspector General's office is reviewing materials that led to the CCPSA's request without committing to a full-blown investigation. Source: Chicago Sun-Times, August 9th, 2024.
Be free.